Good afternoon everyone, this is Chinmay from Makeado Clinic. Today we are going to learn about, I'm going to share some information, or I'm going to show you how to fit the bearings, whether it is wheel or sprocket. Royal Enfield has got a drum cum sprocket. Other bikes has got different hub and the sprocket system. Now while fitting the bearing, you have to, I'm using old one, used material actually. So while fitting the material, you have to be very sure the tool which you are using should not damage the bearing. Bearing is expensive, of course. So it has got a seal also. This is 2R, double R. From both sides you can see rubber seals. It has got grease. It's a pre-filled grease bearing which I'm going to fix now. Basically, why to use special tool to fix up the bearing is to avoid the damage or avoid the stress on the wrong race. Some of the bearings rotate on the outer race, or some of the bearing rotates on the inner race. Whether it is inner or outer, if you fit the bearing wrong way, the race or the balls will come under stress. It may damage the race from inner side. So for that you need to have a special tool or the proper tool. This is a sprocket bearing which I am going to fix. This is a used sprocket, but I can show you for the demonstration purpose. I can use this one. So this is the sprocket bearing. This is 6005. I have to fit the bearing here. Most of the time I have seen a lot of mechanics use direct hammer, like they hammer directly on the bearing. That damages the bearing immediately and it comes under heavy stress, so the life becomes very less. So basically you have to use mandrel and the mallet, which is a soft material. This is nylon based. This is a special material which can take some particular limit load. So if I want to fit the bearing, I have to use, or you have to use mandrel. Now in mandrel also you cannot use basically a diameter which is absolutely smaller than the bearing. You have to use the mandrel which will not put a load on a wrong race. Now this is not putting the load on the wrong race. It is putting basically on the outer race also. It can, and it is also putting it on center one. So basically it is covering complete area. So while fitting the bearing, either you can use same diameter mandrel or little bit smaller than that. So now this is the mandrel, and this is the mallet. No need to use hammer. The bearing can go easily without any lot of pressure. This is the one method, or else you can use hydraulic press machine to fix the bearing. So while fitting the bearing, you have to make sure you are using proper tool. I am not using too much load. I am just tapping around. As you can see, it's going inside without any stress. I am distributing the load on the bearing. That's it. The bearing is inside now. If you want to remove the existing bearing, if it is damaged one, then what you can do is like, just have to hammer it from the other side. That's it. The bearing is out. A damaged bearing you can remove from other side, and the new bearing you can fix from one side. I'm going to show you once again. I'm not in hurry. No need to do any kind of just have to hammer it up. That's it. Bearing is intact inside. No problem at all. So while working on the machine or any kind of a spare part, you have to make sure you have a professional tool or a proper tool to fix up the spare. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.